Good morning, Cameron.
Morning. How are you, Sarah?
I'm good. I'm making it on this call no matter what.
Yes, I love it.
Me too. Good news.
Yes.
I You're gonna be really proud of me. Um, I did one of the uh what what's it called? It's what Amy was saying yesterday. The Anyway, her and I did the dang it, what's it called? Where you have to go in and there's one, two, and three, and oh my
Oh, the
gosh.
the GPS
No,
Case
it was,
studies.
there
case
we go,
studies.
case studies. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Amy and I did it yesterday, number 3. I'm really proud of myself. I've been meaning to do that
I
for
am
months.
I am so proud of you all.
Thank you.
Was it difficult?
It wasn't difficult, mostly because number 3 is about creating a listing and going through. I mean, I guess part of that was hard because Jeanette actually does all of that for us, that part of it. So her and I together were bouncing ideas off each other, so we got it done quickly because we're both kind of in the same phase of our business with our listings. And so uh, a lot of it wasn't difficult, but there were parts that were difficult.
And that's why you hired Jeanette. Because she
So
makes it
true.
easy.
Yes.
I was laughing yesterday with my under contract. I was like, Jeanette, send them all the paperwork except the buyer broker agreement because I have done nothing. And it was so nice.
Can I ask you a quick question about contracts?
Yes. Is it about your
So I
text that you
was,
sent me last night?
yes.
Okay, fill the group in, and then we'll solve it.
So I was texting this guy. I sent him my contract, and when you upload it to DocuSign, you have to input your own boxes, and I put way too many boxes in, and then he signed in my place. So obviously it's an invalid contract. Does that mean it's just completely void? I send him a new one and he signs that one? Or do I have to void the first one, or how does that work?
So he's signed as the buyer's agent as well as the buyer, correct?
Yeah. And then he
Jeanette,
put stuff in places that like didn't make sense, like he didn't understand what the contract was saying. So like the whole thing is kind of just I'm like I messed that up.
I would start over. Um, Remember yesterday when we had our class, we talked about those templates in DocuSign that already have the boxes. So that's probably where I would go.
I
Into
couldn't,
DocuSign and
yeah.
then templates and then use the ones that already have the boxes for you and the
Right.
signatures for you.
if you are
Okay.
not going to use the DocuSign templates for whatever reason, if you've decided that that's not your way, for example, I don't do that often. But I fill out everything on the MLS, and then the only thing that I am putting in DocuSign are signature lines. So for me to mess it up, I just have to assign it to the wrong person. And so it's pretty
Yeah.
easy to just be like, who should sign this? And they should all be different colors, kind of an idea.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I would either
That's what I was
use
trying to figure out last night, but
DocuSign because that's the easiest because it will automatically assign it to the right people. Otherwise, if it's like you're going to fill in 95% of it and they just need to sign things, then that's where just adding signature boxes and downloading it off the MLS. For example, I do all my offers, I write it on the MLS, download it, and put it into DocuSign.
I
Jeanette, I don't know
actually
if
do it
you
the
have
same way,
other.
Cameron,
Okay.
on the MLS. I will say, too, that we don't want our clients filling in anything they're not agents. They shouldn't be filling in the contract. So as little information as they have, as little action, I guess, as they have to take, like just pushing that sign box is probably best.
Okay, so I should probably just do way more research on this contracts because I messed that up. So how do I restart from here? How do I proceed from this point?
I would definitely stop by his house with balloons. Oh, it looks like you have some.
In
Just
California, okay.
just kidding. Um, so I don't know the excuse that you want to take on why you would be doing a new one. But technically you do not have a contract with him, so you would need one. Um, so I would say practice, fill them out, come bring them to me or Jeanette to make sure that they look good and that you've done it right. And then we need to figure out something that you need to say and send it back out to them.
So for the buyer broker agreement, all they need to really sign is at the very bottom with their signature and the date. Like you can put their
There's
name in there, you
initials on
can,
each page and then a
and each
signature.
initial. Okay,
Yep.
okay, that's good to know.
And then, yeah, you should fill out the rest of it.
The
And that's
whole,
kind of how everything should be. Even, now I'm trying to think the what's the one that they have to check if they're doing an inspection or not? Is that still a thing, Jeanette?
Buyer due diligence.
Yes.
You don't have to check if they're doing an inspection. You're thinking of an old document, but
The old documents that you have to check if you were doing an inspection or not. I would always
yeah.
just check yes for them. Like I'm going to fill out because I want them to do an inspection. So I would do that. So like you're going to fill out all of the documents. They should just be signing.
And Cameron and I should be checking every document before they go to a client, just for this, the
okay.
first little bit, just to make sure that we keep you out of trouble. So if you'll just let us look at those too, then we can prevent some of that too.
But let's
Is there a
talk
way to
about
hide it? Well, like, is there a way to, there's no way to like archive it or hide it or anything. It's just there once it's sent.
just a reminder of your mistakes. That's what they do.
Is he has he signed it?
Yes, he signed the first one that was incorrect.
So you're trying to hide it like in DocuSign? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, I'm just figuring out what to do with it. Do I do anything with it?
No, you don't need to do anything with it.
Okay.
Just start over.
Okay, then that's what I'll do, and then I will check by the office today, and I'll double check it with Cameron or whoever's around before I send him the next one.
Tell us more about this. Where did you find this person?
Facebook. So I joined a couple of Facebook groups for real estate in Utah specifically, and a lot of people will comment in those groups. They'll just post that say like, I'm looking to buy a house, I'm looking to rent a house, whatever their situation is. And I found probably 4 or 5 people that post in there, I'm looking to invest in single family homes. And I comment on all of them. I say, I'll message you. And then I message them my phone number. And one of them messaged me back. I called him to double check, make sure he was like real and everything. And then I proceeded with like getting all of his information, his criteria, sent him the contract, which was a little bit too quick now that I'm in hindsight, but that's how I found him.
I love it. I would rather you mess up on contracts like this and start moving forward than have a perfect contract but never get anyone to sign it. So
Yeah.
don't tell Dean my opinions. Sloppy paperwork, but clients over no clients and
Cameron, you're
perfect
killing
paperwork.
me.
And again, that's why we have Jeanette, so she can solve all of our problems. But if you pass her just this clean, nice paperwork, she will love you more than if you're like, I've done nothing, Jeanette, do it all for me.
Gotcha.
I'm all for keeping things interesting. It's fine.
Well, that's awesome. Did you have a buyer appointment with him? Or was it just kind of like a conversation?
We called over the phone. He seemed like he much preferred to handle everything over text. So I wanted to make sure I talked to him over the phone first, introduce myself and stuff, but everything since then has been over text.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
I have
good.
another quick question.
Yeah,
I'm talking to another client who just went to his bank, Mountain
America.
Mortgage,
Wow.
and he got declined. Mountain America CU, and his application got declined for he didn't get approved for anything. Is there anything I can do about that? Like go to different lenders, or he
Yeah,
has a
he
really
could.
good. He has an 800 credit score. He's been working for like 2+ years consistently.
That's strange. Usually they don't deny people with good credit. Usually they just say, here's how much you qualify for, and
Hmm.
it's too low to actually buy a house for a lot of people or what they're looking for. So I would 100% have them talk to someone else.
Right.
Um, because sometimes they're funny. For example, I tried to get a HELOC on my house a few years ago, home equity line of credit to like tap into my equity. I was going to use it to do a whole bunch of fixes on my house and things like that. And I was like, I want $30,000. And they're like, nope, you don't qualify. And so then I went to a lender here in the office and said, hey, can I refinance my house? They said, sure, we can pull out $100,000 of equity on your house. And I qualified and it was super easy. And so, I mean, those loans
So
are a
shop
little bit
around a little
different,
bit.
but one was Mountain America and they were more difficult, and one was a lender here in the office. It was super easy. So,
Okay, that's great to know. Because he
yeah.
was literally ready to give up. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna go get a new job." And I was like, "Wait, no, no, slow down. Like, hold on. I don't think that's right. Let me just look. Let me go just do some research, and I'll figure it out." So that's good to know. I'll go probably drop in the group chat and see if people can recommend lenders.
Yeah, there's some good one. I like Jake Butler here, with Aries Mortgage. Then on Security National, that's also in the building. They're all really good. Taylor is the one that I like the most. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he has a baby, like a brand new baby. I feel like I should help him, but he's a nice guy.
Okay,
And then like I
perfect.
know Mariah's dad's a lender. Like there's a lot of lenders around. You just need to figure out like who you like, and then the more that you use the same lender, the more benefits you can get from it. For example, Jake is
Right.
paying for the lunch or the dinner at our first time homebuyer seminar.
Oh, cool.
So, um, because I refer him people and he's kind of helped out like our little team, he's able to do things like that. So the more that you use the same lenders, the more you can ask
Okay.
of them. Like, hey, come sponsor this event. Hey, come do this. Hey, give me some money for marketing. Like those kind of things you can have if you use the same lender over and over. That being said, you should find your lender and you might have to try out a few before you feel comfortable or confident with the one that you have. Or you might try the first one and be like, I loved it. It was great. Let's use it until there's a problem.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to like crash in and take all your time, but I appreciate the
Nope,
wisdom.
this is what it's for. And no one else
Same with you,
interrupted
Jeanette.
you, so they didn't have questions. You
Thank you,
did.
Jeanette. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm heading out to an open house, so I will see you guys probably next week or maybe
Hey,
later
good
today if I'm
luck.
in the office.
Okay, we have Ignite today. Um, Jen Jorgensen is teaching. It's all about value. So this is a big one. If you can make it, you should 100% come to this one because it should be amazing. I'm excited about it because if you can't show your value, people don't want to pay you. So huge one. Starting at 9:30, so come on in. And then today is is it the last day of the quarter? Is that what we're looking at? Weekday at least? Oh no, Monday's the last weekday of the quarter. But so finish off any calls of anyone you didn't call this quarter, and next year or next week we're gonna start right into um the DTD2 with A and W. And Amy, we're gonna figure out a way to do it, to record it because the microphone is being awful. So we'll get a laptop or something down there to record her because it should be a good one. So, okay, go crush it today. I'll see you all in a little bit for Ignite. Bye.